Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we are diving into one of the most surprising, nostalgic, and groundbreaking releases in the automotive world, the 2025 Ford Model T. Yes, you heard that right. Ford has revived the nameplate that started it all over a century ago, but this time, it's reimagined for a new era of mobility. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into its design, technology, performance, heritage, and future impact. Buckle up, because this is not just a car, it's a revolution that bridges the past with the future. The legacy of the original Model T. Before we jump into the 2025 version, let's rewind. The original Ford Model T, launched in 1908, wasn't just a car. It was the car that changed the world. It brought affordability, mass production, and mobility to millions. By the time production ended in 1927, more than 15 million units had been sold. It was the people's car long before Volkswagen or Toyota adopted similar titles. The Model T was about accessibility, simplicity, and durability. So, when Ford decided to revive the name for 2025, expectations were sky high. Why bring back the Model T now? So, why 2025? Well, Ford sees this as the perfect moment in history. Just as the original Model T ushered in the age of the automobile, the new one aims to usher in the age of affordable electric mobility. Electric vehicles are everywhere now, but one challenge remains: price and accessibility. Most EVs are still out of reach for the average family. Ford wants to change that with the new Model T, an electric car designed to be affordable, efficient, and futuristic, while staying true to its heritage. Exterior design, visuals, car reveal shots, highlighting curves, lights, and grille. The 2025 Ford Model T is not just a modern car, it's a tribute. Ford's designers dug deep into history to bring subtle nods to the past while keeping the car cutting edge. The silhouette is compact, practical, and urban-friendly, similar in spirit to the original boxy Model T, but with smoother, aerodynamic lines. The front fascia carries a minimalist EV identity: slim LED headlamps, a closed grille with a subtle T emblem illuminated at night. The wheels are futuristic but echo the wooden spoked wheels of the original through a modern reinterpretation. Ford has offered it in classic colors like black, navy, and ivory white, honoring Henry Ford's famous line, "You can have it in any color, as long as it's black." It's modern, yet retro, something instantly recognizable yet futuristic enough to turn heads in 2025. Interior. Step inside the 2025 Model T, and you're greeted by a cabin that screams minimalism with smart functionality. A large central touchscreen dominates the dashboard, but Ford kept physical buttons for essential functions, echoing the simple, rugged feel of the original Model T. Sustainable materials are everywhere: recycled plastics, plant-based leathers, and even optional wood trim accents, a nod to early 20th century craftsmanship. Seating is spacious for a compact car, with a flat floor designed thanks to its EV platform. The cabin lighting adjusts dynamically, creating a warm, inviting atmosphere. Most importantly, Ford engineered it to be accessible. Entry is easy, visibility is excellent, and controls are intuitive, even for first-time EV drivers. Performance. Now, let's talk about performance, because this is where the 2025 Model T sets a new benchmark. The Model T is built on Ford's next-generation EV platform, optimized for urban commuting and affordable ownership. It comes with two battery options. A standard 45 kWh pack with around 220 miles of range. A long-range 65 kWh pack offering up to 320 miles. Power output isn't about blistering speed, it's about practicality. The base model makes 180 horsepower, while the extended range bumps it up to 250 horsepower. Acceleration is modest, with a 0 to 60 time of 7.2 seconds, but remember, this isn't meant to be a Mustang Mach-E. This is the people's EV. And here's the kicker: charging speed. With 150 kilowatts DC fast charging, you can go from 20% to 80% in just 25 minutes. That makes it one of the fastest charging affordable EVs on the market. Technology. Ford struck a balance between innovation and accessibility. The infotainment system runs on Sync Next, with voice commands, smartphone integration, and even augmented reality navigation. Standard driver assist features include adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, and blind spot detection. Higher trims offer Blue Cruise, Ford's hands-free highway driving system. Over-the-air updates keep the car constantly improving, something unimaginable in the original Model T era. Yet, despite the tech, the interface is intentionally user-friendly. Ford knows this car will attract first-time EV owners, so simplicity is key. Pricing. And here's where the 2025 Model T shocks the industry: pricing. The base model starts at just $24,995, making it one of the cheapest EVs in North America. The long-range version starts at $29,995. Federal and state incentives can drive the price even lower, in some cases dipping below $20,000 out the door. This aggressive pricing strategy is exactly what made the original Model T so successful, and it's what could make the 2025 version the new leader of the EV era. Comparison with competitors. So, how does it stack up against rivals? Compared to the Chevy Bolt EUV, it offers more tech, faster charging, and a more iconic name. Against the Tesla Model 2 upcoming compact EV, the Ford Model T undercuts on price while offering a more practical, heritage-driven design. Even against global competitors like BYD Dolphin or Hyundai Kona EV, the Model T shines in affordability and accessibility. Ford has positioned the Model T as the EV for everyone, and that's a bold but smart move. Sustainability. The 2025 Model T isn't just affordable, it's green. Ford committed to using 70% recycled or renewable materials in its production. The batteries are designed with a second life program, meaning they can be repurposed after automotive use. Manufacturing plants use renewable energy, making the car nearly carbon neutral from production to daily driving. This aligns perfectly with global sustainability goals and makes the car appealing to eco-conscious buyers. Cultural impact. Just like the 1908 Model T transformed society, the 2025 version could do the same. It could be the first EV for millions of families worldwide. Ride-sharing fleets and delivery companies are already eyeing it as a cost-effective solution. It redefines what it means to own an EV, not just for the wealthy, but for everyone. Ford isn't just selling a car. They're selling an idea of mobility for the masses, just like they did a century ago. Driving experience. Of course, specs and features are one thing, but how does it feel to drive? Reviewers describe the 2025 Model T as smooth, quiet, and confident in city driving. Light steering, with excellent maneuverability for tight streets. A suspension tuned for comfort, not sportiness, echoing the ride philosophy of the original Model T. Instant EV torque that makes it lively at stoplights without being overwhelming. It's approachable, friendly, and intuitive, exactly what Ford intended. Variants and future plans. Ford is launching the Model T in multiple trims. Base standard range, affordable, simple, practical. Long range, more power, more features, longer distance. Model T Heritage Edition, retro-inspired paint, interior accents, and a special badge honoring the 1908 classic. And Ford isn't stopping here. Rumors suggest a Model T utility version, like a compact pickup or van, could be on the horizon, again echoing the adaptability of the original. Public reception. Since its reveal, the 2025 Model T has taken the automotive world by storm. Social media is buzzing, car enthusiasts are debating, and everyday people are excited. Some call it the EV Beetle, comparing it to Volkswagen's people's car. Others see it as the modern equivalent of the iPhone moment for cars, affordable, stylish, and game-changing. Critics worry about Ford's ability to meet demand, recalling how the original Model T also faced supply challenges due to overwhelming popularity. Regardless, it's clear, the new Model T is more than just a car. It's a statement. Conclusion. So, what do we make of the 2025 Ford Model T? It's more than nostalgia. It's a vision, Ford looking back at its roots while stepping boldly into the electric future. With its affordability, practicality, and charm, it might just become the defining car of this decade, just like the original did in the early 20th century. Closing shot. The Model T driving into the sunset, Ford logo appearing. And that wraps up our deep dive into the new Model T. What do you think? Is Ford about to change the world, again? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the cars that matter. Thanks for watching, and until next time, drive safe, drive smart, and keep dreaming big.